we're bringing on our next guest, Vonda Howard, and Vonda writes romances. And Vonda will be at the National Black Book Festival, and she's also doing a seminar. So while she's there about writing, so Vonda, welcome to Black Authors Matter TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
You were so still at first. I thought it was a just like an image of you. I was waiting for it to switch over to the real person. This we were talking about AI. So, Wanda, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you start writing and what made you start writing romance in particular.
Well, I've been writing since I was, oh man, since I was like 11. I think that was the first time I wrote something. My
Okay.
mother was my very first editor. Um, and ever since then, it's just been, I love all kinds of writing, journaling, um, you name it, poetry. I've always loved it. And I know it probably sounds cliche, but the thing that got me on romance when I was little was Cinderella. You remember Wonderful World at Disney used to come on
Yes,
TV? Yeah,
yes.
and that's the first time I saw Cinderella, and that was it. I was on, the whole Prince Charming thing and stuff like that.
And,
So I
and,
I
and
love
they
romance.
all
Yeah.
end with happily ever after.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I think that's why I love romance so much. I don't want to be depressed after reading the book.
Some romance can be depressing, but
Yes, yes.
normally not the end. It's always a happily ever after
Yeah, like
end.
'cause yeah, like the time traveler's wife and what is it? Something in her stars. I can't think of her right now. Some of those romances, I said I've read them and watched the movies once. That was it. That was- Yes, so that's been for me. I just love romance. Um I love love. I guess that's the best way for me to say it.
Okay. And how many books do you have so far?
Right now, I have four with the next one coming at the in August. In August, and then
Okay.
next year with my new publisher, I have one coming with them.
Okay, so are you with a traditional publisher, one of the big ones, or was it more of a independent boutique publisher?
Well, they're independent, Black Odyssey Media.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
you were with Black Odyssey.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so because your book hasn't come out yet with them.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
Okay,
so
Probably
yeah, we
sometime
okay.
next
know
year, probably,
Entice.
yeah.
Entice will be at the festival, and
Yeah.
we've known Entice for years.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Yeah,
we
I look forward to seeing her in person when we get down there.
yeah, we met Entice when she was a well, she didn't have Black Odyssey when we met her.
Yeah.
So she was an author, and I think she had started doing films
Yeah, yeah. So she's been in the game in the genre
for a while.
for a while.
Mhm.
It's been a
For
while. So
for
yeah.
her to at her age, which I don't know is her exact age. I know she's fairly young
Hmm.
for having done all the different things she's done, and then she
Yeah.
was able to get her own imprint. Partnering with Kensington, which was great.
I know. I thought that was amazing when I saw it. I was like, okay, and I saw the submissions was open. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I've always wanted to be under a traditional publisher. So um when I finally sent it through, um and when I got a response, I was like, oh. So so I was
Love
like,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So how,
yes.
how long did it take you to get a response back from when you submitted the
It
petition?
took me it took about a week.
Oh, it was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. So but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so I told a couple of my published friends, they were like, "Oh, you must be good then. I need to read
Yeah,
this." Like,
normally
yeah,
it takes months before you hear something back.
yeah, it was like a week. And so I was happy that they liked what I had written because it's my very first paranormal romance
Oh
because I
wow.
love paranormal romance.
Oh,
And-
now wait, do tell now. You can't just make that a little bump on the side of the road. Now talk to me about the paranormal romance.
Okay, okay. So there's on one side, on contemporary side is Vonda Howard. That's me. It's all self-published, and then on my paranormal side is Veronica Francis. And so she's doing a paranormal side, which is mostly werewolves, shapeshifters, vampires. I don't do demons, witches, and ghosts. But yeah, so
Well,
it's
shapeshifters is scary enough for me.
yeah, yeah,
So your pseudonym for the paranormal is Veronica. What was the last name?
Francis. Hmm.
Francis. Okay.
Yeah, my
Oh,
those are my two grandmothers' first names.
oh, okay. Okay. That's it's good to have something that reflects
Yeah,
that the name you pick is a reflection of something.
yeah,
Family
yeah.
history in this case. So, but that's great. I didn't even know about your Black Odyssey Media um, thing because we get the notifications when the
Mhm.
books are slated to release. Like normally, we get it 3 to 6 months before they come out.
Yeah, yeah, because they did the Publishers Weekly announcement, but they haven't done anything like that yet. So I'm assuming it's probably coming soon. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about the theme for your books because you said you have a series and
Mhm.
your seminar is going to be about doing writing a series.
Okay.
So tell us about your series and then give us the audience a teaser about your seminar and what you're going to be presenting there.
Okay. Well, my series right now is I call it it's the UGL Universe United Gridiron League. It's a football league. Because I was like, we just got finished talking to a lawyer, so I could not use NFL
Okay.
without them sending me a cease and desist. So I had to come
Okay.
up with my own league. So it's the Dallas Lone Star Outlaws. It is an all black cast. That was very important to me. Because there are enough romance books, and especially sports romance books that have, an all white cast, or there's one black friend, things like that. So yeah, I wanted to do something that was all us. I tell people that my characters' universe, their world is blackety black. Like everybody is black, even the side characters. Everybody is black. And so it's about a group of friends. And they're the series goes concurrent. Each one is in each other's books, so you don't lose touch with the characters. They're like in each other's books all the way through to the end. Um, and it's the women are professional women. They're smart. They're not damsels at all. They know what they want. They know how they want it. Um, and and the guys are not emotionally insecure. They're not perfect now. They're not perfect, but I just didn't want to do the trauma, trauma bonding, the the terrible sad backstories. Because not everybody has those backstories. Not that those backstories are bad or anything, but that's not all of it. That's not everything about us. So I wanted to make sure that I represented, you know, a fuller representation of brown folks, of black folks.
And I get it. When we write, we sometimes there's like some don't go stuff or some things
Yeah.
that we prefer not to depict. And from when I wrote my two novels, my main character and his wife
Mhm.
were on one accord. I didn't want to have a book about arguing and
Yeah.
going back and forth and competing with your spouse and
Mm.
falling out and all of that, or even a side chick. None of that. None of
Oh,
that.
you know.
Yeah. So he and his wife are like this. They're
Hmm.
tight, and because I read so much of that, and I guess that's kind of what you're referring to. I read
Yeah.
so much of that, I didn't want to read that. One thing about historical fiction, which is my favorite genre that I read,
Hmm.
they you don't really have that in historical fiction. And I
Yeah.
guess because the you're fighting against the society. In historical
Mhm.
fiction, you have to bond together because your life is being threatened, depending on which century it is, which
Yeah,
time period. But for Black historical fiction, um, the character development is good. The family dynamics tend to be solid.
yeah.
It's the modern stuff that's messed up.
You know, one thing about Gwen, she gonna tell her how she sees
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because I wanted to like I represented the families that they come from different backgrounds, like Nick's, which is the third book. You know, he had some issues with his family, with his father, and things like that. So there's some issues that represent real life. I just didn't want to go dark, too
Right.
dark with it,
Yeah,
because I feel like there's
yeah,
enough
yeah. There's
of
enough
that.
darkness.
Yeah, enough of that represented. I didn't want to, I didn't want, it wasn't for me. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say anything's wrong with urban fiction, nothing's wrong with none of it. So don't send me no emails.
No,
Don't
no,
nobody say
no.
nothing to me. There's
I'm
nothing
I'm I'm
wrong.
on your side. If they send you an email, you send it to me because
Okay.
everybody does not
Yes.
have to read urban fiction just to say
Right.
that they're a black author.
Right.
Every black author does, or every black writer or reader does not like urban fiction or
Right.
street fiction or what have you. And I will say that urban fiction is not just street fiction. It's
Right.
just normally how people kind of categorize it. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're all not the same. And
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of street lit, but it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that there's not room for it out there
Right.
because some people do love it. It's just not me. And it's
Yeah,
not
because I've read some, and they've been really good. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying that that's for me, my style is not writing it. So that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't want people to think I was dogging out
Yeah, no, I
urban.
get
Well,
it.
also called hood books, but not like you said, not everybody can even relate to that.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
not everybody came from the projects or whatever.
Hmm.
We're not all alike. Now we do have a lot of common experiences, um,
Right.
historically and even contemporarily.
Hmm.
But we aren't all from the same environment.
Right.
So and there's not we're not putting a value on one or the other. We're
Right.
saying balance is good,
Right.
you know.
Yes. And then I do that with my spice levels. Um,
Okay.
I always tell people I hang around in spice level 4. I have not done 5. I don't think I could do.
Okay, what is
I've read
okay?
5.
I'm okay, I missed the memo on the spice level 4 and 5. So
Okay.
now what's the top level?
5.
5 is the top. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were saying 4 on a scale of 1 to 10. So
Yeah.
you're saying
No.
No,
you're
Yeah.
close
no,
Oh.
to the
the
top.
five level is the kind that if you're listening to it on audio, you have to turn it down
Yeah.
even if nobody can hear it. You're like, oh, I don't want somebody to overhear this.
Yeah.
Or you might need to get one of those fans.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
To cool
5 to me.
yourself
I tell people 5 is penthouse level.
down.
It's like that's yeah, I'm not 5. I've
Okay.
read 5, but yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm not. That's not my skill because the women that I've written, that's like wow. I don't think I would have visualized that. So yeah, so but I tell them I'm a solid 4. Um, I do like adding in the scenes, love scenes and stuff like that.
Where they're
But my
needed.
Right, right.
You're writing romance,
I
so
don't do gratuitous at all. Like it has to flow with the relationship, with the
Mhm.
story, with what's going on, and because I'm a big a person where intimacy is not always sex. It's
No, it
like
is.
intimacy can be just kissing, holding hands. It
Mhm.
could be how they're looking at each other, how they're talking to each other. So
Mhm.
it's about knowing how to do that. Um, because you can almost give the same emotions with just a kiss if you know how to do it. And so
Mhm.
That's where I am though.
Hmm. Yeah, men don't always get that, but some of them,
Yeah. Yeah.
they equate the two. You know,
Yeah.
uh, that's been my lifelong experience. But you can convey that you
Right.
want something different. But that's we're men and women are different. This is this we're more
Yeah.
like an oven, a slow cooker, and they're more like a microwave.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna keep that.
you can use that. You have my
I'm
permission.
killing me tonight.
Yeah.
So tell us about the seminar you're going to do and at the festival. It's on Saturday.
Mhm.
And tell us what you're going to be doing in there. And
All
then
right.
what do people need to bring with them? People
Okay. Um, they don't need to bring anything. I mean, just note taking. Um, it's called the series engine. And I've came up with it while I was writing my series. Um, and all the tools that I use to create an interconnected. It's about pretty much almost like world creating, somewhat for the most part. Being able to connect all of your characters, because like I have my UGL, I call it my UGL universe, which is the football players, but there are all the other teams that are attached to each one. It's kind of like a web. And so in the seminar, I'm going to be using Marvel as a perfect example for doing interconnected series and how to write it, how to do your characters, how to set up your characters. Because if you set it up in the beginning the right way, you can have a whole world full of stories, and they'll start to kind of write themselves, kind of generate themselves, because you'll think of another story while you're writing this one because you have them so interconnected. Because I've had people ask me like, how did I keep all the characters connected like they were in the books? And I'm like, that's just how I wrote them in the starting and beginning. And it just goes through, other characters show up, and I'll be like, oh, I like him. I'm gonna put him in a book later, and I throw him to the side. So it's me teaching my process um, for people to use for writing book series and stuff like that. And I'm using Marvel because Marvel is an excellent example of it. Like when you look at their first movie all the way to the last one, and that it's like a single thread in there. I don't think people notice. So we're going to talk about that in the series, in the seminar.
I think Marvel is a great example. I've always said that I love Marvel characters because um, even the villains aren't
Right.
exactly true villains. They usually come from a different place that when you sit down and look at why they do
Yeah.
what they do, it almost makes sense. They really believe that they're doing what they're doing for the greater good. And
Yeah.
that makes them a bit complicated, which I absolutely love. It's not truly black and white.
Right, right. Because I don't do the cartoonish villains, the
Yeah.
with the
You,
I
I
don't
love you.
yeah, I don't believe in the cartoon villains. I believe the villains, just like my favorite Marvel villain is Ultron.
Mm,
Because if you think about Ultron, and Thanos, they were kind of right. Like when it came to how society is, and
right.
things like that,
They
and
say
so
Thanos
yeah,
was kind of right. Um,
yeah,
what's his name? Killmonger was kind of right.
yes, yep, he was real right.
Yeah. He might have been mean, but he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I like having villains that are more four-dimensional. Like they're more than just angry about this. It's like they have a reason
Right.
behind why they're upset and what's going on, and there are stakes and connecting. So that's going to be part of the this series too, is writing good villains that don't come off, like cartoons, like yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah.
So for your work with Black Odyssey,
Hmm.
did you get a one book deal, two book deal? are you going to be doing series with them or?
Um, yeah, right now it's they have the first two books of the series,
Oh, okay.
and then with the option of the ones after that, because the series I have with them is three or maybe four books, and so they're doing the first two. So, but I'm good, so I know they're gonna take the other ones.
Okay, you better have some faith in your writing. That's what I'm
Well,
talking
yeah,
about.
have
Yes,
confidence. Confidence is good. Now they're not taking the ones you've already written. These
No,
are
no,
this
no.
is a new. These are totally new stories.
Yeah, totally. They wanted exclusive stories,
Okay.
so yeah, this is
Mhm.
all them. Yeah.
Well, if you could give the audience some advice on like writing romance,
Mm,
since that's your lane, and I hear different authors say different things about writing, but
mm.
if you could give someone who wants to write a romance some advice about how to go about it, how to get started, what's the starting point?
The starting point is sitting down and basically who is the story about? Who is the story about? And that lets you know where to begin. Like, whose story is this? Like, who's telling it? Who's the main character? What's the world around them? Um, and then outlining. Out to outlining. I know some people out there are pantsers, but even pantsers need to outline to some
exactly,
level.
Yeah.
exactly.
To some level, like even if it's just a rudimentary, plain 5 sections, you have to like because I consider myself a quote unquote a pantser, but it's after I get the outline done. Like I have to have a thread to run on. Like I don't know, I have my outline and then I use that as my thread because more than likely I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm not gonna stay on that outline. I just know I'm not.
But the outline at least brings you back home.
Right.
You won't
Right.
go
It
too
gives
far
you
off the beaten path.
exactly. It gives you a thread to hang on to, like you know where you're going in the story. Because I just can't sit and just write and not know where I'm going. It's chaos that way. And that's a good way for you to get writer's block. Also, if you don't know where you're going and what's gonna happen, like what I do is I start off with just a plot outline where it's just the 5 or 6 plot points,
Mhm.
like in the inciting incident, the
The
um
arcs of the story.
the BB the I'm about to say the BBL
Yeah.
the the big back moment, the BBM. You know, and
But
the,
unfortunately, we only have a couple minutes left. I don't know why your interview went so doggone fast. But
that,
I do want to plug because
mhm.
you are going to be at my soror's bookstore on August 1st.
Yes, at Mahogany Books. Yes, this on
Yes.
this Saturday. Yes, I'll be there. I'm one of the authors for there, so I will be there. Whoever, if you're in DC, come to my table and find me. I'm there
I,
signing books
I
and I
would be
got stuff.
I would be there, but Gwen and I are going to be in Atlanta. That's the only reason I
Oh,
didn't reach out to about being a part of this event. I was actually a
mhm.
part of the first Black Books Matter Fest a couple
Okay.
years ago. So I'm really happy for you. This is a beautiful
Thank you.
event. I know you're going to enjoy it, but now
Yeah.
something else is happening on the first. What else is happening on the first? I'm
Oh,
supposed to,
yeah.
I'm
I'm
about to
doing
say, do I have to tell you what you have going on?
it's. 'Cause I was like, oh yeah. It's I'm doing my cover release for book 5. Releases on the first. And this one is book
Okay.
5 of the series. It is my very first romance, male romance. And so I'm looking forward to people's reaction to that and looking forward to people getting to meet his name is Leo. But then if you read the series, you know who Leo is. So I'm looking forward to that. Like this one was my favorite of the series, so I think people are going to really like it.
Okay, because I didn't know you had a book five
Hmm.
in this one. I was thinking the four was it, and
Yeah.
then you have your. book with Black Odyssey. Do you
Mm,
what time of year, or do you have a release date for your Black Odyssey book yet?
no, not yet. I'm just like it's like yeah. I'm thinking. I'm hoping sometime in the spring, maybe. Hopefully, I'm not sure yet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Vonda, congratulations on your
Thank you.
writing success.
Thank you.
And we look forward to meeting you in person at the
Yes,
National Black Book Festival.
me too. I look forward to meeting y'all and everybody too.
All right, we can't wait.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a
Take
great
care.
night
Bye bye.
and much success with your event this weekend.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.